What is that? The lights from a surgical table or something? Like we're staring up at them, waiting for the anesthesia to take hold, but as we do, we're sinking further and further. It looks like we're below the ground. Whoa. Our mouse even moves our perspective. We can see the parallax emphasizing how deep we are. But it's inverted from my mouse movement. This is so disorienting. And alongside that discordant soundtrack and these muddy visuals, I can already tell this is going to be extremely disturbing. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Heilwald Loophole, a survival horror game in which we enter a creepy old German hospital. With this added twist, it's impossible for us to die. Now, how that'll actually present in gameplay, I don't know, but that is a premise that's certainly got me intrigued, and a bunch of you have been suggesting it for a while now. This is one of those things where I'm sitting on the menu and I can already tell it's going to be a memorable experience, especially for me, because even this image here, I am extremely freaked out by all things medical. It becomes more and more like torture the further back you go, and well, even now, going through that stuff is an absolute nightmare. So, this is probably going to be playing on that in a lot of ways. Oh, look at this. There's two modes. Guided mode. The game lets you know when you miss something. This is recommended. And exploration mode. No hand-holding here. You'll have to do some exploring. Well, for the sake of expediency, and because it's recommended, we'll do guided mode. Now lastly, I'd like to say one more thing. Remember that this is the beginning of a new era. A new era of medical research starting right here in Heilwald Clinicum. And thus, I set myself one golden rule. And it is a rule you should all heed as well. No one dies at Heilwald. You must always provide a better, or at the very least, a different option. The word difference doing a lot of work there. No one dies at Heilwald. It's amazing how the ultimate goal, the ultimate dream of any hospital is such a sinister statement to make. Could be interesting. That's what I said when I looked at the Steam page. We have fallen through the ceiling. Oh, that's actually an examine of looking through the ceiling. I don't know who we are or how we got here, but we're here now. I always love games that remind me of like a book or a movie in their presentation, because that felt like something out of like A Cure for Wellness. We can't open that one, so it's gonna be this. Oh, the atmosphere is certainly dark and gritty. These heavily pixelated graphics. See, I'm one that's often not a huge fan of faux PS1, but you can see they're still doing like really nice things with the lighting and the textures, and that's why you would go for a graphical style like this. In a medical setting, feeling dirty is, it's deeply unsettling. I wonder what they're storing here. I'm still wondering what you're doing here. And why you're so nonchalant for having fallen through the floor. Unless you did that on purpose, which would make you incredibly strong. Okay, the other side can't be opened. Dr. Randolph. Well, what are you doing here? This area is absolutely off limits, especially for the likes of you. Oh, is everything alright? You look so pale. Yes, sweating like crazy too. Tell you what, follow me to my office. I'll see what I can do for you. And just like that, I think we've just been committed! Please, sir, I don't mean any harm. Just follow me to my office. Everything will be fine. A jump scare if I decide to get too far away, and then immediately you're back to your regular self. This is so weird, and I love it. Look at this place. It's like the early 20th century. Here we are. Don't have a seat, please. Let's make it quick. You seem quite lost. I don't even know you, to be frank. I've never seen you on this station. So, there's only one thing I can do for you. I'm now going to remove your liver. After running into Dr. Randolph, he offers to help you out. Although his suggested treatment is not quite what you imagined. He wants to remove your liver. Obviously. I never realized how disturbing it would be if you take all of those conventions of human behavior that you know to be conventions but don't think about, and just don't do them. A massive overreaction that goes back to normal with no acknowledgement. It actually kind of sounds like it does have voice acting garbled and reversed. Everything is just making me uneasy right now. With the curtains by my side, this is my tiny little sliver of the world. The Heilwald Clinicum welcomes Joseph Randolph. He is to take the role of chief doctor. Apparently, there were a lot of applicants. How did he manage to get the job, I wonder? Let's sneak away from our bed. Ooh, hey, there's an open vent back here. This hospital is not very secure. Okay, control to crouch. Can we search the drawers at all? No. Going out that way would seem unwise. This game is already fascinating to me. I don't even have anything specific to say, so I don't want to hold it up any longer. It is so bizarre. I have no light whatsoever. We can exit here. Can we exit elsewhere? Or wait, maybe we can't exit there. Maybe we can just take a peek. There's a bunch of trash bags, but other than that, I can't see anything of use. I can hear something around the corner. Is that the same hole I fell through before? Select a location to loop to. Right now, all we have is Randolph's office. Oh, it's like a fast travel system. Items of knowledge, 1 of 9. That must have been the document. So our goal here is basically to learn what we're doing here. What's this? There's a massive hole in the ceiling. Strange how it collapsed in exactly this spot. Is all of this just... Oh, I get it. It's impossible to die because we'll always resume the loop. Doesn't mean grievous harm can't come to our person. Doesn't even mean we can't die, it just means it won't take. But it seems like you never quite get the message either. Dr. Randolph will be here. Maybe we can break away from you? Open this. Nope! Oh, I understood that! Might be of note. Might be of note. More clutter. Okay, well, I learned about that. It is a trial and error game. This seems to be out of place. You know, what is a bed just doing stored in the hall? Frosted windows, that must be an office. I bet there's something juicy in there. And if we're willing to abandon the social side of earning your ire, some confidential documents. Seems to be mostly junk. At least from what I can tell. Oh my god! You will just come after me after a while. Dr. Randolph was quite concerned about your behavior. You appeared paranoid and actively tried avoiding his aid. He plans on accommodating you in the prison temporarily. Sometimes failure might be success when you can't die. The prison. Not transferred to a psychiatric facility, the prison. He needs to maintain his record however possible, huh? Look at this, it's a partially outdoor prison. The architecture of this is fascinating. It reminds me of like a gothic horror movie. There's a document in there. And we can simply reach it. We don't have to find a key or anything. The Heilwald Clinicum says goodbye to Friedrich Erlenmeyer or something. An article about the old chief doctor resigning. Sounds like he was quite beloved. This is surprisingly free for a prison. And I don't see any other patients here. And it doesn't really seem like there's much need to walk around, simply because the sounds will draw us in. I kind of don't want that right now, but since it says it's recommended, I'm guessing it would be frustrating if certain things were just impossible to find. More of those privacy banners up beside the stairs. So many things are so out of place here. But given the way this all works, it kind of makes me wonder if it is in place, just not in a way I would understand. Locked. We can run, but it definitely feels like anybody here would catch us. Oh, that'll be why. That'll be why things are so open. Never mind. That'll get their attention. Who's coming now? Well, I suppose it hardly matters. And even still, we can only go to Randolph's office. Okay, we'll follow him again. What if I were to come up here?
Where are you going?
I don't know, where are you going? I wonder whose office this is. Dr. Randolph may have an assistant. Just follow you to your office and everything will be fine. I'm certain. Oh, we can keep going. We can keep going. We can try to run for it. Might be of note. Well. Looks like he just woke up. Is that an Easter egg? Is that the dev, maybe? This must have been a nightmare to go through. What could be this important to require so many documents? Oh, hey, I just noticed another door back here. This could be important. A bunch of empty syringes. Maybe there are unused ones around. Could be useful. Like here at the hospital, I think we should try to snoop a bit. And I think it's actually really interesting that the thing that brings us back and forth is the surgical light set. Kind of makes me wonder if this didn't all start while we were undergoing surgery. Locked. Great. But if we wait for you to go in there, close the door behind you.
Where are you going?
We'll just do that.
Where are you going?
Try and run through. Try and escape altogether. Empty syringes. There has to be an unused one here somewhere. We've actually kind of evaded you! Excuse me? Will you just automatically do that when we get down here? Okay, well, we're going to the prison. But, okay, I have a little bit more of an idea of what I'm doing. If I can find an unused syringe, maybe I can turn the tables? Well, we're not going to find them here. This is like Edge of Tomorrow, but for positive medical outcomes.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere in particular. Keep on running. Keep on running. I think there might have been another door there. Locked. This way? No! Right here. Here we go, an unused syringe. My path was blocked before, but I've got it now. I can't seem to select it. But what if we lie in wait? Where we actually give you the slip seems to matter a lot. There we go.
What have you done?
The green key card. We could probably end this whole thing if I decided to do a little surgery right now, but then again, if no one dies at Heilwald, who knows, maybe he'd just do the same to me. I like how we have to kind of learn how to survive before we learn any idea of what's going on here. It's just like Edge of Tomorrow, we don't understand this at first. Might be a while before we do, but all we know is that we need to find a way out. We've reached somewhere we weren't supposed to. While scouring through the office's storage room, you discover some leftover anesthetics. You don't care if they're expired. All you want is to get rid of Dr. Randolph and whatever sick treatment he has in mind for you. Thus, you manage to escape into the sick ward. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure story. We've got a new area. Well, this is the hospital proper. And I can hear the sounds of conversation down the hall. I'm guessing I don't want to interact with anyone, not just the doctor. This sure looks inviting. Sure does. Let's not linger here for too long. They've created a maze of these barriers. It doesn't even make sense. It's a liminal space of sick and dying people. Well, maybe they never quite get that far, but very interesting. Here, the prison we've never seen. Never mind. I've played Outlast, and I'm really worried about what's going to happen if I try to approach any of these patients. For a hospital where no one dies, there sure aren't a whole lot of patients here. Either they're very effective at getting people out quickly, or not many people want to come here. We've got a crowbar. What is this? Looks like a plug? And it's glued shut. Sir, that's tape. What is going on? I wonder what would happen if I were to... No, I guess we're simply far too sick in our condition to pull that off. Even the whispers, the murmurs coming from the patients are backwards, or at least that's what it sounds like. The sound design in this game is incredible. It constantly makes you feel like you're breaking the rules. This medical environment, it makes everything we do gaslight us into feeling like it's our fault. After all, the doctor just wants to help. Even in a regular hospital, this is kinda how it feels. Have I mentioned I'm skeeved out by medical stuff? I mean, the tape thing kinda makes sense. After all, the one time I had to go to the hospital, it was because I went to pull apart a soft bagel and realized I literally did not have the strength to do that. Oh my god. There's somebody. Oh my god! Are you a nurse? Well, hello, nurse! Okay, around the corner. The important thing, we need the yellow key card. You're gonna get us. This time you get us. Or not. You don't seem human. You're like hunched over. You got those thundering footsteps. Look at you. There's something up with your head, but I can't tell from here. The reception. Shouldn't this be occupied at all times? Seems pretty occupied to me. No one here cares about their job, do they? Okay. So there's a yellow key card to be found. I'm guessing that has to do with the crowbar. I can't bludgeon you to death, can I? I might just have to run by. This patient here, you're making your rounds. It's so filthy in here, it sure is. This patient is moving, this is a really loud game. You start moving again, will you? Not closer to me. You're right outside the door, I think. It's kind of funny, I'm already in a state where I don't super care about getting caught. I'd just rather not. In that sense, I guess this is an amazing hospital. You get out of here. As will I. So what... That doesn't sound right. It must be on some kind of drug. Sedative, maybe? I think you might be weighted towards me. I think that might be what's happening here. On the bright side, that means we can probably lure you, right? We know that you are capable of opening doors. Oh, a bathroom. I hadn't even noticed. Oh my. How? Good question, but it is a medical setting. Don't judge too much. Oh, you came in here. And didn't really come after me. Can you see? Look at that. You've had like a foot amputated, replaced with a prosthetic. Maybe we can go back? I won't go back. It's not a question of can. None of these patients seem to be responsive. Yeah, I gathered that. But what am I supposed to be doing here? The crowbar, I think, is going to be for that back there. There's more of that grossness on this side. Oh, well, here we go. You know, it hardly matters. Maybe getting caught by you enables something else. Heilwald takes good care of her patients. At least she likes to say so. But seeing you run around her ward with an unwieldy and dangerous crowbar was too much. She deems electric shock therapy a reasonable treatment. Well, remember, everything that happens to us is a new place. The Electroshock ward. I've actually been made to wait. I physically cannot go near that door. And these doors physically cannot me. They really do push beds and equipment just wherever, don't they? Locked. Maybe I really do just have to take a seat and wait. I think that means maintenance. It has a voltage warning as well. What kind of ward is this now? They told you Electroshock. There you come. Oh my... Ah, good day. I'm Nurse Anne. But you may call me Anne. You're here for your electroshock therapy, I presume? Of course you are. Please, have a seat for just another moment. I'll be with you shortly. This must be your calling. Look at what you're holding. Well, if I follow you out... No. I mean, maybe we should let this happen just once, just to see. There's another taped up vent. Or pipe, or whatever it's meant to be. Out through here. Maintenance key. Locked. I hate you so much. You're right out there. Now we just have to find where we can use this. Oh, that sucks, that sucks, that sucks. I don't don't know if we're louder if we run. Yep, and slip by. Oh. Can't close that. There we go. She seems to administer the treatment in person. Just right where we stand, I guess. But we made it. Shut down. We could do this. 2 of these. Let's look at our options first. You're moving around out there, so I don't... Where we were. Will shutting it down negate the need for key cards? Perhaps. Just perhaps. Alright, one hopes. That's all we've got. Requires the yellow key card. Same thing as on the sick ward. I mean, with these down, what'll even happen if you catch us? You seem to be working off of your own supply, but would you find yourself unable to do anything about me? I really do wonder. It's just... She must be coming back any second now. Maybe I really should just wait here? Hello again. I prepared the session for you. You are not discharged. Please, follow me to the treatment room. There is a treatment room. Maybe from there I can grab that key card. And further from there, it might be a sprint back. The budget for latches here must be insane. Have a seat and we'll start the procedure. Excellent. Let's get going then. This is like Jacob's ladder. This is nuts. Something seems to be wrong with the generators. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to check this. Just wait here. Will do. Okay, there we go. No knowledge should be gained here. What the hell just happened? I should check on her. It's literally just a lever. I mean, that's incompetence at that point. Or maybe you ran out of your own charge. They should get me through the security gate in the sick ward. Yes, we're piecing this together. Although part of me is a bit disappointed. We didn't even get to see what happens. But we've got our path back. I wonder if we get to keep the key card. We can move back to the sick ward. Okay, there are 9 items of knowledge total, not in each place. We can see these things on a progression path. Actually, it's possible certain things might be branches, mutually exclusive. But here we are now, and it looks like we have kept the key cards. Alright, we're going to sick ward. This is really cool. This is a super original premise. We may not be able to die, but death feels a lot more visceral than it does in other games. Alright, nurse. Sure looks inviting. Getting caught without a crowbar might also be a different circumstance. So let's grab that. Let's make it through your ward. There we go. Oh, you're coming for me. Open. Open. Leave the area. After salvaging a crowbar from the sick ward storage, you manage to barely avoid Heideltraut's grasp and escape into the courtyard. And even if we fail, we can always try again. It's cool. The level design is actually set so that it's a very slow survival horror segment the first time, where you're just trying to stay hidden and learn all you can. But every subsequent time, it's almost comical how quickly you breeze through it. Like, we listened to the doctor's spiel so many times, and the time we escaped, from his perspective, it's like we kicked open the door and sprinted past him. Must have seemed like clairvoyance to him. For the first time, things are a bit more peaceful. But even outdoors feels like we're trapped. Just heard what sounded a lot like breathing. It's down here. Sewers? Maybe this would be a good bet. There's also something here. Maybe we could find some sort of adhesive dissolver? Everything everywhere is locked. Nothing in the open trash bin. What's the point of putting all this trash in this alley? Is somebody coming here to collect it? You'd think that would go outside. Requires the red key card, so that's the next stage. Oh my god! What are you? Doesn't matter, we've got to get around you. You're right in my way. Oh, are you friendly? Well, it's a good thing you were wearing a hard hat. You're like covered in tar. Trash collector. What a curious sight. You lost, son? Well, don't despair. There's no better place to get lost than this yard. So many hidden treasures around here. I could show you around. Only for a bit of juicy, grimy trash, of course. I could probably find you some. And you'll go off on your way. Well, at least not everyone here is hostile. Are you working here, or are you a patient? Well, it seems like there's a patient-to-staff pipeline. I really ate my words on the trash collection thing, huh? Locked. Is that a library? Oh, we can take some trash from here. And also continue looking around. We could leave the area. A damp gush of warm air graces your face as you enter the building on the far end of the courtyard. This is the bathhouse. Okay, now we're doing a cure for wellness. I did not mean to enter a new area. I was just trying doors. We can go back, though. This is so cool. It's an open-world game, but not in the standard sense. What is this thing? This was... Oh, no, I get it. It's a beard. I thought you were horribly misshapen. This was on stage behind the doctor in the beginning. Howdy. Wolfram. Good day. How are we feeling? Here for our aqua therapy session? You're a bit late then, aren't you? No, don't worry about it too much. Let's see. You're not on my list. Technically, I cannot let you participate, but Astrid isn't here today. Don't actually know why. Anyhow, she's usually really strict about this, but I don't mind. Good. Get undressed then and meet me and the others in the back. Okay. Oh, this feels like a trap. Need I do this? Here's another plug. But more importantly, once more, it seems like this place is really run by a skeleton crew. A lot of areas that should be staffed are left abandoned. Yeah, I'm gonna leave for now. And the load is much quicker this time around. Trash collector, you still out here? Yes. Let's fully explore this before we move on. It seems important. I can hear the sound of something important, actually. Or I could, for just a moment. Here we are. Okay, so were something to happen to us, this is where we'd come back to. Alright, trash collector. You want to show me around? Oh yeah, this is the stuff. What? Don't look at me like that. This is the best food you can get around here. I wouldn't want to eat Chef Sour's muck, honestly. Anyway, let's get going and see what we can find. Trash collector, if you can find me a key card, I'll get you all the trash you can eat. The atmospherics in this game are exactly my vibe. Honestly, not being able to die actually kind of transitions this from the sheer terror of Outlast to actually sort of creepy and comfy. Would you look at that? Ooh, a pocket watch. I wonder what we can do with that. Maybe we can use it for something in aqua therapy. We can also take more trash. Bring it to you. Okay, you go back to the same place. Wow, that makes sense. I had to bribe you with trash so you could go show me some trash. Well, let's go to hydrotherapy. We've got the pocket watch now. I wonder if that matters. Can we exit at the back now? We can. Oh my. Alright, welcome to today's aquatherapy session, everybody. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you all to take a shower. It's absolutely crucial. The showers are in the next room. Meet me at the main pool once you're properly cleaned. Okay. Do we look like that? We seem taller. God, you're so emaciated and just mumbling to yourselves. Wait, did that count? Haven't found an open thing. Yeah, I can't find an open thing anywhere. You say it's crucial. I hope it's not that crucial. That's a full-on pool. Is Wolfram gonna be out here soon? What was that? Something feels different, and where is everybody? This game is so surreal in all the ways I love. Also, what is this light pouring in through the windows now? It's like it just instantly transitioned to daylight. Like we just stood here in a stupor until everyone left around us. Okay, other side. Much the same. But I've got to check everywhere. We're only 2 for 9 on knowledge. Oh, I didn't realize you were going to be chasing me. Dude, I'm just here for my hydrotherapy session, yet running away, the soundtrack is almost like a slow-motion film reel. Break line of sight. We're just back to here. Look, there's a whole room in the back. Patient beds. And you watching over this. Are you the founder of whatever's going on here? Well, we've got the purple key card now. Gotta make our way back. This way. I think he spotted me. But as long as we keep moving, as long as we don't get cornered, we should be okay. This game, it plays like a nightmare. You're always just able to get away, but you never know where you're going. It feels like you're just looping over and over. Well, we can enter here. I bet this is where we need to go. A rundown, dusty-looking corridor lies before you. The smell of old books is in the air, and the walls are covered in cobwebs. The place seems completely abandoned, apart from the few dim lights. Well, a lot of the rest of this place could pass for abandoned at a glance, too. The attic. And who's that at the desk? It's completely silent. No patrolling, no music, no nothing. Which is why I wasn't expecting you there. A gigantic prisoner. Sleepy Doku. Huh? Oh, please pardon me. I must have dozed off. What I'm up to? Oh, I was looking for Gregory, you see. I was talking to the trash guy outside, and he wasn't able to find him. So I thought he might be here. But alas, he wasn't. I don't know what to do anymore. Say, if you find him, could you bring him to me? I'd be forever in your debt. Look, your clothes are so tattered. Well, tell you what, I'm kind of looking to leverage every advantage I have right now, so, okay, I'll look for Gregory. Who or what is Gregory, by the way? Of course, the main entrance is locked, so it looks like we're going upstairs. We haven't found any knowledge documents in quite a while. Looks like there's 2 ways back down from the attic. From the window I can still hear the rain falling, but the light levels are a bit inconsistent. Unless there's just a light mounted outside of every window. Oh, this is good stock in space. We can just sort of see between the books. You know what's weird is that the loop makes this oddly more stressful. Not in terms of, like, worrying that I'll die, but it makes it more stressful in a good way. I mean, it's not really much different from any other game when you think about it, being able to reload, but here, when it's part of the story, the game remains stressful in a good way. Sir, you do not know how to use that chair. I'm gonna not get your attention for now. I heard something move behind us a second ago. No knowledge to be had here. Is this attic the library? Well, you don't seem to mind me walking around here. And what do you think you're doing? Dr. Hauser. You've got your cane there. What? Another one? My god, what a rush. Are you too looking for your plush animal? Or maybe you're hoping for a stash of leftover drugs. I'll take either. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you won't find any of that here. This space is dedicated to the accumulation of knowledge. Not very interesting to you, I presume. You still want to have a look around? Fine by me. But under one condition. Do not take anything. So what's your definition of take? Is holding it in my hands including? Because if I find this Gregory, I'm gonna have to take them. Or maybe you're Gregory. Gregory House, sir? Sorry, I'm looking for entertainment where I can. What's this? Huh? How did all this stuff get here? Guess I need to find another exit. But how can I do that without taking anything? Also, how can I do that just in general? Maybe behind this painting? I hope you won't mind me being nosy. Perhaps I should be looking on the shelves? That's what he expects. Stuff piled up in front of here. Oh, look at that. There's an easy-to-miss little hallway, narrow in the back and absolutely covered in dust and cobwebs. I think this is the banned books section. This is interesting, having the sign here. It's almost like this little kingdom exists outside of the hospital. Like this guy's running his own show. No knowledge to be had here. Putting potted plants inside the discarded toilets. Oh wait, there's something there. The attic key. Locked. You're going to... See, this has very much followed dream logic in the frustrating sense. And I don't mean that as a criticism. You know how in a dream, you're always trying to find the exit while you're running from something, but you don't know where it is, and every door you try, it just doesn't work. And whatever you're looking for, you can just never seem to find it. I get the feeling, by nightmare logic, that as soon as we pick this up, no matter how illogical it is, no matter how far we've come and how many corners we've turned, you'll know. He said not to take anything, but this might be my only way out. I'm sure he won't notice anyway. To be honest, I really expected him to get up and start sprinting towards me regardless. Yep! You really like snooping around other people's belongings, don't you? Well, guess what? I've got a gift for you on my desk. Go and get it. If I can loop around you... You're not all that fast. But you do have a unique advantage over me. Wow! Oh. That is terrifying. Oh, it's Gregory. Got you. Obtain Doku's teddy bear. All right, let's go back. Holy. Do I go back every time? Let me explain to you what's so amazing about this. We established that we're afraid of you, but also that you're probably not very fast, and yet you manage to be a threat anyway in the most illogical way. Okay, through here. Unfortunately, you gave me false hope with that sound. Have we escaped? Wait, what's this way? There's an open window. Could we climb out? No. And we can't read this document. We have learned so precious little. This game is so cool. I'm having so much fun with this. It's just constantly immersing you in varying flavors of unpleasant, and it doesn't matter how little sense it makes. Each area has its own logic to the nightmare, its own little set of rules that you have to follow, and dire but unspecific consequences for breaking them. I've got your bear. Gregory, I can't believe you found him. He actually was in the attic? Oh no. Hauser will not be happy about you taking things from him. You should get out of here as quickly as possible. But I will not forget what you did for me. Until we meet again. Okay, well, you'll help me with something. Maybe like bashing these doors down? No. We've got your help. We've got the purple key card. Now it's a question of where do we use them? Oh, right. No, I think there was actually something back this way. Well, that's the red key card. You're not going back in there. Okay. Well, I'm actually pretty thankful. There are certain stoppers in the game, points of no return, that limit the amount of backtracking. Unfortunately, I think that means the only way forward is going to be through the hydrotherapy. There's a hot therapist, and he's after us. There is a door, an overgrown area on the other side of this fence. Yes, things very much branch off. I'm not quite sure where we use this purple key card, though. I don't know if we might have seen a door earlier. You're going somewhere different. Okay, so we do lose items. Maybe not the key cards, we do lose items if we use the loops. I think I'm doing it too good. I think I have to get caught more. Howdy.
Wo sind denn alle?
That's what you sound like?
You stink so bad. I can smell you from over here.
Hi. You got me, and you've got your own syringes. Where were you keeping it? My therapy resumes right here. Here, oh my... What were you? Is it still you? Bar of soap. This could be useful. Can I place it on the ground so you slip? I bet I can. Oh, hey, that is actually it. No, come on, right this way. Oh, no, that did nothing. Okay, I'd like to take it back now. No. Okay, you're among the faster enemies so far. Thankfully, breaking the line of sight is the way to go. Oh, no, it's not, because you're too close to me anyway. Oh, you're gonna get me.
Let's get you clean.
Start the pump. I can hear the shower starting, that's the problem. The floor isn't wet, even though there's steam in the air. I need you coming after me. Oh my god, yeah, no, I think you can hear me running. I think you can hear me running, but it's about to not matter. In fact, it may be better that you're chasing me. I said it would be better that you're chasing me. This should make the floor nice and slippery. Right this way. Sorry. But are you really? Have you anything for me? The exit key. But not another key card. There is a knowledge document, though. A note from Astrid to Wolfram. She sounds very mad. Apparently, patients have experienced abuse by Wolfram's hands. No one else is taking them seriously. He seemed the nicest. But away we go. Is this a new area we've unlocked? No, it's still just the bathhouse. Okay, so what then? Tell you what, let's grab the bear, which is a duplicate now because the prisoner's not down there anymore, and let him grab us.
You're all the same.
He may have actually just killed us. No one steals from Dr. Hauser. You had no bad intentions, but to him it was obvious. You're just another petty thief looking to snatch some of the vast knowledge Hauser has so carefully obtained. Enraged, he pushes you to the floor, which causes the old wood to burst, sending you falling to the lower floor. A new area, so it's true, we have to get caught sometimes. And go to Hauser's library. There's no failure, only iterations. We're gonna have to go to our electroshock therapy. Oh, hey. Hey, we helped you. Good God, how did all this happen? It was really scary, you know that? Don't ever do that again. Well, despite all this, you've made it into the library. Not many people manage to do this nowadays. Hauser has moved most of his books up into the attic. And locked this place up. But seeing that you're here now, and you've helped me find Gregory, I thought it would only be fair to help you out however I can. I'm not leaving these walls, though. Hauser might still be lurking around here. Oh, I'd take any help I can get. That's so cool, because these are mutually exclusive things. We, in one run, can't have gotten the bear and given it to you and been caught by Hauser, right? But here we are. Certain things are kept, certain aspects. It seems like the only thing we do lose are non-keycard objects. Well, we can open many doors. These are perfect stalking grounds for Hauser. This side is stuck. But this one does open. There's debris in front of the door. That's the universal sign for you can't open this. Here's our way out, should we need it. But I think there may be something useful here. In fact, I'd be very surprised if there wasn't. But opening doors preemptively helps us know where we can and can't go. The golden toilet. Well, we got it. I'm kind of shocked there wasn't an achievement for that one. Is that an Easter egg, or is it actually important? This game certainly does reward exploration, though. And not just exploration of the space, but exploration of outcomes. What's this? 5. Weird pedestal. Do we have to bring something here? Because that looks like some kind of button or slot. It has some kind of mail slot on it. Okay. Maybe that Doku guy knows something about it. I'm sure he does. Given that the teleport is already there, or it's not a teleport, but it's the closest thing I can say, I would imagine that it's actually possible to get stuck here if he catches you without doing the bear first. But this is something that I really like, and I know I keep going on about like dream and nightmare logic in this, but something I always say is that dream logic is ideas piggybacking off of prior ideas. One thought influences the next. It's how dreams change naturally over the course of the dream. In this case, we come in here reading the sign, knowing that it's a library, and so maybe we associate that with, cobwebs and dust and just sort of being left to rot. And so that immediately leads to the idea of an attic, and the library is in that attic. And, a creepy old library, it's gotta have a creepy old librarian who does not take kindly to us doing what we need to leave. And we know that he's slow, but he's still scary to us. And so we invented a scenario where he absolutely is able to keep up. Now, I'm saying that from the perspective of dream logic. I'm not saying that none of this is really literally happening. Just saying that's how I feel about it. See that thing over there? I've seen Hauser slide all kinds of documents in there. I don't know. Probably anything he deemed extra important or something. Maybe you can find something similar. If you do, just put them into that slot. I don't know what will happen, but it can't be that bad if Hauser used it himself, right? Oh, we'll see. Alright, so we're on the lookout for mail. Locked. Where does one find mail? We haven't finished exploring in here. Well, if there were to be mail, this would be the place, right? But these dead ends, possibly good for hiding, not so good for getting away. And here's another of these things. We seem as fond of stashing toilets as beds. Oh, we have to insert items of knowledge. Well, I only have like 3. I don't have anything to insert. I've got to find more. Which Which means I'm gonna have to get caught more, huh? And possibly get caught in different circumstances as well. We can come back when we've got to, and we can come back at any time also. I just got the attic achievement, complete all paths in the attic. What about getting electrocuted? So how about instead of waiting for my electroshock therapy, I just sort of follow you around, oh my. You should not have messed with Nurse Anne. She's usually known for her great patience and kindness, but she too has her boundaries. All you had to do was wait for her to return. Is that really too much to ask? And you just bring us back to the prison. Oh, but hey, there's something else here now. Heilwald Clinicum staff on Joseph Randolph. A compilation of opinions on their new chief doctor. Most of them seem to like him. Nurse Astrid is especially skeptic, though. She seems to be the only one that's actually looking out for patients around here. So coming back to this prison, maybe we get new documents based on the circumstances in which we're brought back here, even if the location is the same. The nurse wasn't happy about catching us with a crowbar. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm in a bit of a pickle. The toilet's clogged and I've made a bit of a mess. Can you give me a hand? I didn't even know about this. Okay, I was trying to get caught without the crowbar by the nurse. Sure, let's help you out. Oh, I just remembered that you probably won't clean this up. Although I could really use a glass of water right about now. Being stuck on the crapper made me quite thirsty. Would you mind fetching me one? Otherwise, I'll have to call Nurse Heideltraut. Well, to be fair, dysentery does kill by dehydration. Oh, you're just gonna follow me around. I mean, you don't have to. It seems like it's actually a lot of effort for you to move around like this. Here's a glass of water. Ah, thank you very much. Now, if you would excuse me, I've got some important business to attend to. You're really motivated. Did you flush yourself? Or are you just in a different one? Well, what did that do for me? It literally went right through the wall. How is it seeping through the wall? I don't know. But what did that do for us? There you are! Didn't expect me to be here, did you? I hope that old hag Heideltraut didn't rough you up too bad. Anyway, one might say I'm on a secret mission. Can't say what it's about, but it's of high importance. And to complete it, I need my golden pocket watch back. Heideltraut took it from me once because I was making too many demands or something. She probably tossed it in the garbage. I see. That's why I suspected it to be around here. I talked to the garbage man, but he wanted me to bring him trash or something. I can't reach the trash cans, however, so it would be nice if you could get that pocket watch for me. Do we have an agreement? We sure do. This game is so cool. It's very unique and satisfying design where things can either be a eureka moment when you get them, or you can have the eureka moment later when you find something and know just where it goes. You got me again. Alright, we've got the watch. Now we just have to find our neglected patient. He said didn't expect to see me here, did you? Well, it's not like his mobility was in question. Can we find you in the same place? We can. Alright, secret buddy. You found the watch! I thought I'd never see this thing again. Too bad, I'll have to part ways with it again shortly. Anyway, thank you a bunch. What do you mean by that? Meet me again in the bathhouse if you happen to stop by. Oh, great. Well, I guess we're doing that then. My favorite place in the world. I can hear something if I come down over this way. The other patient's on the other side of the wall. There you are! Run, 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 little buddy. Oh, we can actually trigger this before they're even done in there. You've opened up the locked door in the back. Here I can take a shower. Maybe I won't have Wolfram's ire. I don't even know what to say to you. You're on a little floaty. You made it. Of course you did. You have a good heart. And you have bad bowels. As a reward, I present to you my greatest work yet. What do you mean, where is it? You're looking at it right now. I'm trying not to. I guess you expected something more useful after all you've done for me. Well, Wolfram is keeping another keycard in his private room by the lockers. I know. That's helpful, right? Anyway, thank you for everything. I'll just enjoy myself a bit more. The final dump. Completed the neglected patient's questline. Dude, I already have what's in his office. Locked. We can't even... Well, there was the shower. We took a shower. Maybe he won't be angry with us now? We can take another shower. We can become the cleanest of all time. Oh, I do have the option of taking a shower here. You just have to be... The invisible cursor has to be on exactly the right spot. Well, maybe it's different if I get caught now? I really hope so. It is! The water's blocking it. I can hear the loop back there. This place is completely flooded. So much steam. I can't even tell. Is this the same showers as before? I don't think it is. No. You've got your own little waterways here. Start the pump. Oh no. Oh no, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! That thing is preventing the water from draining! I've got... Wonder if the valve on its shoulders... What? I didn't really get to read that. I need to catch you at like an intersection. That's what it is. I need to chase you down. There's got to be some way to stop you. You are not in good shape, buddy. Is this your punishment for letting me go? How do I get you to stop? Maybe we can do something with that. I'm not sure it's actually doing anything at all. I think it's just going up and down. Oh, there we go. We gotta knock you into that thing. Alright, let's turn the arm valve. Water outflow has decreased, but it's not enough yet. Alright. Somehow we need to stop you from... Oh, never mind. You'll do the same thing. It's a corralling game. We just have to chase you down that hallway. You managed to stand up. We need to come at you from the right angle, though. We can trap you right here. Chase you around this corner. We can perhaps get you to run forward and smack and right arm. Come on. That did it. The water's finally draining. I should be able to exit the back door now, which was over here. Well, not quite. Can't go down that way through the pool, which actually raises some other questions about the architecture of this place. But the one by where we started, we should be able to open that. This game is nuts and I love it. An article about Nurse Astrid leaving the clinicum. I'm very sad to see her leave. She was a good soul, Randolph says. That seems a bit odd to me. Let's get out of here. I think we should have enough now, 5 out of 9, for us to go back to the library. But we've got 2 more. The red key card, there we go. Red key card, open up. This area has been kind of a hub, but we're moving on now. To where? I'm not quite sure. Wait. Are we back to where we started? This looks very much like the beginning of the game. Maybe we can find some stuff around here. Now that we don't have somebody breathing down our neck like we did. This is all barricaded. And this rubble was brought here because it doesn't seem to have collapsed from the ceiling. Actually, this whole place is falling apart, become this guy's personal experiment. I don't even have the option of looking at this door. Do I need something from another area? Oh, that's what I thought. Feels like a trap. What do you think? Oh, the room has deepened. And darkened. We could go down there. We can no longer sprint. Actually, no, we can't go down there. It's also blocked by debris. This feels like endgame. There's a crowbar back there. Into the vents. But looping here doesn't serve us. Remember, we don't keep most items, only that which shows up on the loop screen. Still, I never like the silence in a game like this. Can't get through there. We can tie this down, which seems more likely than removing the debris. I can see you watching me from through the glass. But it's not gotten any less dark. The light has gone out. Huh. Is this a dead end? Oh no, do I have to walk back? Walking back in the dark does not seem like a good idea. Wait, we can crawl through here. Is that the sound of metal beds dragging on the ground, or is that something's voice? Because I could believe either at this point. Voice. It is a voice. And my salvation is farther and farther away each time. It's another one of those weird plugs. I can probably pull it out. Keys to the city, huh? Some central point. I can see another table right there. A patient seat. Can't see anything beyond. You've been a good little guide. So we're going down there?
A long while of only being able to watch as I went up in flames. They did not seek my counsel any longer. Quite the opposite. They tried to silence me, and I fear they succeeded. But now, you are here. You listened.
Is this either the past administrator or even the hospital itself speaking to me? Through this thing? I mean, you said I listened. Clearly I was doing your bidding in some way, even if I didn't know it. This recontextualizes everything. We're gonna have to go back and open all those plugs to allow you to speak again. Okay.
You must understand that I cannot let you leave here unless you show me some comprehension. Don't be afraid. I'm not your enemy. Well, perhaps a part of me is.
Which one opened? You.
There he is again. Those cold, marble eyes staring into the darkness. Blind judge, placed before 6 perpetrators. And you shall be his witness, his eyes.
The voice remains quiet. Do I need to order them? I don't even know who you are. Then there's the nurse. There's Anne and Wolfram. It reads, each to their own. Yet what good is a broken oath? Right?
dear Heilwald. She has been with me for so many years. Always loyal, but never without flaw. I saw her do things she shouldn't have done. She was often frustrated. She wanted silence. She wanted solitude. But since all those little suffering mouths around her wouldn't allow her, she went down the wrong path.
You don't have to say anything else. Alright, let's start from the left.
Oh, we don't like to talk about this one. So pretty on the outside. Yet her soul was corrupted long before facing him again. I've tried to keep you away from him. Not that it worked particularly well. We can only hope that one day he gets what he so deserves.
Okay, can I...
I adore Anne a lot. She knew how to make us laugh. She knew how to get through to people. The fortunate skills to possess, especially in her profession. The kind of therapy she practiced would seem unnecessary and cruel to most, and you wouldn't be wrong to judge her for it. But even with those things in mind, she was able to take away some of the pain.
I still don't understand who you are.
Man of much knowledge and wisdom, always eager to discover new ways of treatment. So much, in fact, that he opened his own library. Well, you saw what happened to him. It's so unfortunate. He was aware of the events, and driven by fear, and the will to protect his collection, he moved as much as he could to somewhere he deemed safe. Everyone's soul. What a sorry creature. You saw for yourself. Doomed to boil for all eternity, and to serve his own flesh, his poison, to those least deserving. How did he end up like that?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. What? And finally you. The voice remains quiet. Okay, I have to rank you 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no idea what you want me to do here. Failure could be a path. What happens if I just present answer?
Is your final answer? Suppose it's a good start, but think again.
Alright, no, we have to do this now.
Can you hear them? Ancient words set in stone to serve as guidance for those that follow. Study them closely.
Oh wait, there's a thing back here. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. So that tells us what to associate the numbers with. Do we need to figure out how they broke their oath? I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those positions in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge, as is mine, with those who are to follow. Well, that definitely describes Hauser. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures and only those required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. That's a lot of them. What about through the vents? You there. This is a long path to get to you. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. Okay. And back here is just a dead end. A room with no door to begin with. Well, look, I think Hauser is probably 1. A lot of others are probably 2. To not do that which is unnecessary, that actually describes most of you. So you, and you, no, actually, no, I thought you were the other one. 1. I haven't even met you, so no idea. And you probably, maybe also 2, I don't know, that's a lot of 2. I have no idea what you could be.
What a sorry creature. You saw for yourself.
I did not.
Doomed to boil for all eternity. And to serve his own flesh is poison to those least deserving. How did he end up like that?
I looked up a guide and I still don't understand how some of this is applied, but anyway, all I looked up is that he is 4. I assume I can't answer that one because I haven't actually met him. Let's find out if the others are correct.
Good. You've been quite observant indeed.
I guess.
I'm glad. No. I shall let you continue your journey.
Right this way.
Shh. I can hear someone up ahead. Oh, no. This is not good. I'm afraid you have no choice. But be careful. I'm counting on you.
Alright, I'll land this plane yet. What is it? You almost make it seem like my sort of immortality is over. Oh, that's... which way? I cannot tell which way you're moving. We did it. Although the debris seems to have been flipped. Was all of that even real? I choose to believe so, because this whole game is really about coming to understand the antagonists. And where they went wrong. You might think that they're at the top of their profession, considering no one dies here, but it seems like they've long abandoned all of their oath. Now I don't even know what they're doing. You're not quite sure what just happened. Something was talking to you. Something great, mighty, and, according to its own words, apparently omnipresent. It knew everything that had happened. But how? You take a deep breath and press forward. But how? Not only in terms of observation, but in terms of this didn't all happen in linear time. The patient hall. We are not done yet. I think we're getting closer to the end, and if it'll allow us, I'll probably try and see everything. But But who knows? This game actually is taking advantage of the fact that there are all sort of weird Easter eggs that we can discover. I mean, I have no idea what the point of helping the neglected patient was, but we did it, and we got that. I love how... I'm sorry, no, I'm not going to stop thinking about this. Our reward for doing a side quest was that we got to look at a pool full of poop. Okay, so there's a predator in here on top of everything. Astrid. But we can't go in there. And Helene. Oh, it's not a predator click, it's the tap of your shoes on the floor. We're seeing the place in better days, when it actually cared about treating patients. We need the turquoise key card. Should we try to talk to you, or should we try to avoid getting in your way? This is not a good time. Come back when my shift is over. Okay. Is there a key card somewhere, or do you have it? My shift is still not over. Well, there's Astrid's room key, and Helene's room key. Let's start with Astrid. You're the one we've heard so much about, but Helene is here now. No knowledge documents here. Maybe this place could have better patient accommodations if they didn't spend so much on priceless works of art. Huh. That's a gigantic clock, but your place seems to be in much better order. Makes sense. This may be after Astrid isn't here anymore. Looks like her schedule. It's pretty busy, but she's got a break today at 10 p.m. The clock shows about 10 p.m. That checks out. It does for me. That clock, however, does not. 5 p.m. This can't be right. It's already dark out. Is it? Although I could turn the hands a bit. The nurse is so busy, she won't notice anyway. Do I look like I can talk right now? Yes? Maybe I have to wait a little bit. There we go. My words exactly. I guess this means it's break time. She could really use one. Wow, you have been working hard. You're definitely the most human-looking person we've come across. Good lord, there's so much work to do lately. Apparently Astrid doesn't deem it necessary to show up to work anymore. And I'm struggling trying to keep up with all the patients. Feels like I'm the only one doing any proper work at this point. Have you seen what happened to the others? They've lost their minds, I'm telling you. Oh no, this is right now. I also need 2 special medications for my patients, but I've got absolutely no time to go and fetch them. Do you think you could... Yes, my dear, I know you're technically not qualified, but I really don't care at this point. Here, take my master keycard and go get them. Thank you very much, dear. Back to work. Meet me back here once you've got the meds. In the meantime, I should probably get back to work. It's almost like every one of them represents how they feel about their duties. Darkness engulfs you. You can hear faint creaking of brittle wooden beams in the distance. Why would they store medicine in this place? The old ward. We got that brief respite, the one staff member we could trust. And now we're right back into this. I wonder who's lurking around here. It's an old oil lamp. I don't have anything to light it with, but if I found something, I could. Can't go on because it's too dark. Oh, come on, we're carrying ambient light with us. Matches, there we go. But, what's around here? This place left abandoned, yet I can imagine what it would be like to be a patient in here. There's something murmuring in the dark. At times, I'm so excited with how to make progress, I forget this is a horror game. This is firmly in the genre of games that remind me of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PC. Particularly the stealth section in the library. That was my last match. Oh, have to find some more. Why am I trying to look through here? I should try to find some more matches. Oh yeah, no, I can't see. Everywhere else in the game has been so bright, but this, it's the bridge too far. Now over here, here's a place where I can see. These doors look different from the others. There's lamps here. Should I have been more strategic? Where do I look for more? I've just assumed I had to light all of them. I'm not liking some of the sounds I'm hearing. There's a door right here. Very easy to miss in the dark. Or on the other side of this. More matches. I don't know how many exactly, but I think we only need one. Here we are. Unless there's much more beyond this. Let's use them a bit more sparingly, shall we? Once more, can't go on. There's something on the desk in there. I think those are the meds I need. I figured. What is that? It took the meds! That's a rolling iron lung. Study hall key. A sentient iron lung by candlelight. This game's horrors never cease, even when you think you've finished. Going until it won't let us go anymore. Maybe that's not a good idea! Oh, run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Back through here. Where the meds were, but aren't now. No. Oh my god. How are you making these turns? Oh my, I can't. Thank you. I'm sorry. Did you just want to bring it to me? This might be what became of Astrid. She's still doing her duty as a nurse, bringing the meds. This game is just non-stop with the horrifying medical imagery. And it's even worse because you're left in an abandoned part of the facility. Like the doctors were done with you, you didn't serve their scientific pursuits anymore. And so this is where you're left, just in misery forever. Kind of like when doctors can't figure out a diagnosis and so they just stop trying and treat you as an annoyance. So you're who tried to burst through here earlier, huh?
There was always someone who starts questioning irresponsible actions first. This time it was Astrid. And although she had good intentions, it ended so much worse for her.
I'm starting to think she didn't quit. But that voice, it's still following us. Do I need to wait for your break? There's an open area down here. Have I tried this? Oh, there's another thing. Bathrooms. Yeah, let's go. Finally, some more fresh air. You could have sworn that typical hospital smell has gotten worse over time. Although this yard houses another unpleasant smell. Just faintly. But it is noticeable. I wouldn't be surprised if it spread through the entire place by now, probably through the pipes. The trash yard. Think we're gonna meet an old friend again. Wait, these were doors that were locked earlier. A guide on how to dispose of trash. Green is bio-waste, yellow is plastic waste, and black or brown is for glass. Seems simple enough. This place may actually be a little different from before. Yeah, no, it just is different. Gonna leave you alone for now. You were a friend at one point, but we find you entirely ravenous. Maybe it's best if we look around some more first? Of course. There's scaffolding set up here that could lead us into that room. It's also blocking this door. Okay, I guess you're our only hope then. Oh, it's you again. Don't mind me. I'm just having a good meal right now. How about you? You're looking for medicine? My, what a coincidence. They're doing some construction work on the storage area right now. And it's really easy to get in via the scaffolding. If you can actually reach said scaffolding, that is. Yeah, I'm not very athletic. I might be able to help you out, though. For a price, of course. Yeah. Ha, I knew you couldn't resist. So apparently they're dumping some tasty-looking organic substance around here lately. Oh my. Don't know what it is, but I'm highly interested. Give me some of that and we'll be on our way. Oh, and you'll need this key to open those green doors. That's where they keep the good stuff. Okay. Thanks, trash man. Locked. There's the black bin. Well, that's the wrong trash. There we go. Oh, yeah, this is it. Scrumptious. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's go. Right this way. Bio-waste in a hospital, dude. You're a cannibal. How have you been, anyway? Have you met Chef Sour yet? Do you understand why I prefer not eating his so-called soup now? No, I don't. Everybody keeps talking about this guy. I have never met him. And I spent a long time going back and forth. You know, I've been hearing very strange noises around here lately. Like distorted screaming and weeping. Sounds absolutely horrible. Have you heard those too? Maybe I'm just going mad after all. Wouldn't surprise me at this point. No, I've heard it too. I'm actually kind of glad to see somebody else acknowledge it. Good luck. See you around. Yeah, sanity doesn't look like what you expect around here. I will say, we spent a decent amount of time with it, but we've kind of abandoned the looping mechanic, which was sort of nice. It's gotten very linear since then. Raining straight through the ceiling onto all this equipment. Well, we've got the meds. What horrible thing is blocking our way out? Nothing thus far. Oh, no, we're able to climb now? Cool, that's crazy. That's nuts. Can we climb back down? I could for a second. Oh, I have to find the exact right spot. Alright, let's get back to Nurse Lane then. God, that would be a jump scare every time. I know that feeling. I've been recording for 3.5 hours, or almost. Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you so much, darling. These will come in very handy. Now, I think we both need a little break. Come join me in the park. Take a little breather. You are so pleasant. I mean, even the lighting here, it's just so clear that this is a safe place, and we're safe with you. It's a real breath of fresh air after everything. You've been a great help to Helene, so she decides it's time for both of you to take a break. She unlocks the door to the park, and you follow her outside. The Heilwald Park. Jesus, what weather. It's been raining like this for days, with no end in sight. It's kind of soothing, though, don't you think? Have you seen that massive, bulky building over there? That's the new dental facility commissioned by Dr. Randolph. Looks more like a giant torture chamber to me, though. I mean, it doesn't even have windows. They really made this look as uninviting as possible. I think that building has truly ruined this park's mood for me. I used to sit and talk with my patients. But no one really wants to come here anymore. Completely understandable, of course. Especially because of those weird ventilation shafts that they've installed. They're incredibly noisy. I don't even know what's releasing all this steam in the first place. There's this sense throughout all of this that it's a facility with good intentions that's lost its way because the people have lost their way with this new leadership. Even people who used to mean well. But there are some people who are still fighting the good fight. She can't even bring herself to blame those who are causing this. But I think we should have a look. Maybe with our help, this place can be restored? There's a weird noise coming from here. Golden toilet! Oh, these must be collectibles. They must be all over. I wonder if we'll have the chance to go back. Whatever happened to first do no harm? The expansive concrete monstrosity that is the new dental facility towers above you. You're not sure if this is a good idea, but you don't see any other way. So you step inside. The dental facility. Do you have an appointment? You think you don't, huh? Well, let me check. Ah, looks like you do have an appointment right about now. Isn't that curious? Yes, it was issued by Dr. Randolph himself. Oh, he's going to be happy to see me. A quick dental examination, evaluation, and reparation. Please have a seat in the waiting room. Nurse Sabine will be right with you. Maybe I don't. You really know how to set the mood, huh? Although with the rain pouring against the frosted glass, I will say this place is a mood and a half. I've really enjoyed my time here, in spite of everything. Hey, you. Hello, hello. I'm Nurse Sabine, but you may call me Sabine. You're here for your dental examination, evaluation, and reparation, I presume. As issued by Dr. Randolph? Of course you are. And I've kept you waiting for long enough, so let's get going. Looking for any way out along the way. Don't mind that. I'm afraid to stray too far from you. Look at this. This place doesn't even have a ceiling yet, and we're already performing dental procedures. They just could not wait to take a drill to people. Please ignore all the clutter. The building is very new and still somewhat under construction. I'm sure you've noticed already. But of course, it's for the most efficient betterment of our patients. This place is massive. It's a regular operating theater. I'm growing sick of this nonsense. You want your teeth checked or not? Come on, then. Oh, I'm sorry, did I get a microsecond too far from you? Here we are. Please have a seat and we'll start the procedure. I can try to run. There's a door back there. Marvelous. So, as you might already know, we'll begin by examining your dental condition. Actually, it's more like a cardio thing for your teeth and jaw. After all, strong pearly whites are so important. Let me grab the equipment. I don't like you going behind the curtain for that. I'm not able to stand up. Oh my! Delightful. I see it fits like a glove. Any discomfort? Of course not. Right. So this thing will basically apply a lot of pressure to your jaw, and in turn, your teeth. Did you know that the jaw houses the strongest muscle in the entire body? Amazing, isn't it? And surprising as well. You should have no problem resisting this thing. Alright, one more thing. Here we go. Oh, we'll start with 30 pounds of pressure. Oh my. Let's step it up. 224 pounds. Let's step it up. 418 pounds. You're holding up well, but can you take 612 pounds? Next up is 806 pounds. Good, you made it. Oh my, we did make a bit of a mess there, didn't we? But that's all right. Next up is the reparation procedure. But I was told Dr. Randolph would see to that personally, so have a nice day. Dr. Randolph will be here soon. We avoided treatment for so long, but that was horrifying. Look at you.
Just look at him. Witness what he has become. Finally caught up in his very own wrath. It is a curse. A sickness. A sickness that afflicted everyone and everything around him. Including you. And including me. But this ends right here and now.
But how? Oh no. I can come up here, but that's all. Everything else is locked. There. I just need to get by you. In. I need to get you here, don't I?
And so, down he goes. For one last time. Down the loophole. Down the loophole.
So that was the Heilwald loophole. And don't worry, we are going to go back and see what we didn't. There's a whole enemy that we just never saw. That is so weird. But anyway, that was excellent. This is a game that has texture, and it's really fun to play, but it's probably the best game I've seen that plays to the fear of medical anxiety and of having something wrong with you and of not being in good hands. And just having to trust that those who are doing these painful procedures to you have your best interest at heart and know what they're doing. But of course, it's easy for those people to get lost in their own obsessions, their own pet theories, their own idea of what it means to heal. Time played, 1 hour and 34 minutes. That is not accurate whatsoever. There's a lot we didn't see. Trash collector's thoughts. Trash collector alive, yes. Golden toilets, 2 out of 3. I'm sorry, I don't see what else I could have done. We do have the option to continue. Complete all paths in the courtyard. We get that achievement. Is there actually a way to get caught without the crowbar? Because it specified the crowbar. Oh, we could ring the bell. It seems to have done something. You're out there, and this time we don't have the crowbar. Howdy! Oof. Why would you ring that bell? There was absolutely no reason to do so. Unless you want to be notified about all the latest uploads. Now Heideltraut is quite pissed and doesn't want you around any longer. She relocates you to another ward. Okay, there was a difference. Whole branch of the game we didn't even see because we didn't fail in a particular way. The cafeteria, there it is. Everything else we pretty much had to see, but this, no. Because there's no key card that's locked behind this. Well, this place doesn't seem so bad so far. I think we just met Sour. Oh, I get it. His name's a pun. That's actually pretty good. This is always so awkward having to do stuff after I've technically beaten the game. But we'll be able to find more things. There's somebody there. And they've got a balloon. The birthday party. Somebody turning 30? Somebody's turning upside down. Oh, how exciting. Everyone showed up. Go on, have a seat. We're having something for supper. Since you're late, and it's my birthday, would you mind sneaking into the kitchen and seasoning it properly? Chef Sour is notoriously bad at that. I'd tell you which seasonings I want, and you do the job. If not, just sit down and wait for the soup to be served. Okay, so there's 2 ways through this. It's gonna be quite horrendous, though. Alright, what's the recipe? You'll do it? This is the best birthday ever. Right, so I would like some chili powder, ground nutmeg, and paprika powder. Add those, and the soup will be scrumptious. Oh, by the way, Sour doesn't like being seasoned very much. Right. You'll have to sneak up on him from behind. He feeds himself. That's what they were talking about. Don't let him catch you. Okay. Chili, nutmeg, and paprika, right? Why does this kitchen not have any pots or pans? I think we've had it hinted why. Maybe we can find more ingredients back here. Nutmeg and paprika powder. Now let's do a takedown. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if that did it or not. I'm assuming not. Oh my! Look at you! You emerge from the pot when you're aggroed. Well, that's horrifying. Oh my god. Oh my god, you got me! Chef Sauer was absolutely enraged to find you sniffing around his kitchen. You're not a cook anyway, so what were you thinking? Your life flashes before your eyes as you see the giant mass of flesh and metal rushing towards you, ultimately running you over. We're back to here. Okay, so this just gets us to this. But I can hear something more now. There's a document. A transcription of Randolph's inauguration speech. He speaks of a bright future and major strides in medical research. He's good at talking, that's for sure. I'm not seeing that whole bright future thing in this place, though. Patients who are celebrating their birthday today. Ulrich and Doku. It changes each time. Paprika, rosemary, and pepper.
Don't you fucking season me!
I did it. Forgot the recipe? I did it, though. What if we just sit down? Hope that you've actually seasoned the soup. We shall see. Pretty sure I did. Look at you. Let's experience the flesh soup. After hearing so much about Sauer's infamous flesh soup, you finally get to taste it, and it even surpassed your expectations. It is truly the most vile thing anyone could even think of concocting. You cannot take the foul stench and horrific taste for long, and pass out on the spot. So did it not season you? Because I don't know what else I can do. We're taken out to the trash, where we find a crown. It's the birthday patient's paper crown. What's it doing here? I guess he didn't make it either. Or maybe he wants to give it to me for seasoning the soup. Okay, so he did do it, it didn't help much. It's a draft written by Nurse Astrid. It criticizes Randolph's research paper and lists obvious mistakes. It's definitely not finished, so it probably wasn't published. But someone must have found it if it's out here. It's probably what got her disappeared. Not feeling like eating more soup. You can always leave from here. And in fact, we got the achievement for completing all paths in the cafeteria, but then again, we also did season it, so we never ate it unseasoned. Anyway, if we go to Hauser's library. Perhaps we can talk to our buddy? Oh, I don't know if there's extra dialogue, but yeah, we gave you the crown. Celebrate both birthdays. And maybe it is a bit of a hole that we can finish the game without going to the cafeteria. In fact, it's likely. Anyway, all of these indicate that there's still things to do in those places. If we get caught right now... I am looking at a guide now, and it says that we have to pick up the purple keycard and then get caught by him. I guess if we already have it, yes, then it's here. There we go. Some of these are ridiculous. Joseph Randolph announces the opening of the Heilwald Dental Clinic. Marvel at it. This is my greatest work yet. The medical community will thank me in due time, he says. Yeah, he's just in it for his own glory. Doesn't care about the patients in the least. That's all for the bathhouse. There's just one more to get, and that's the Electroshock ward. See, thing about this game, I can see this being incredibly fun to 100%. And I am following a guide for these last couple of things, but it's a small game, relatively, but there's a lot to do in it, so many connections, and it really encourages that experimentation, which makes it a lot of fun to play. You're always trying out theories, and it's always giving you ideas for things to do. And it just adds to the uniqueness of the setting, how some of those solutions are actually required for other mutually exclusive paths. And normally that would be frustrating, but it's done in such a way where it works here. It's well communicated. Only other thing I can think to try is to wait for you to come back and do this normally. Let's start the procedure. Ready? No! That was more prolonged than I expected. The last thing you see is Anne's twisted, grinning face staring right at you as she pumps high voltage through your entire body. Is this the end? You kind of wish it was. But alas, there is more. Okay. Back to medical. But I imagine you'll have something for us somewhere? I believe this is the last document we need. A research paper published by Joseph Randolph. Benefits of the surgical removal of the Iacur. Iacur? Don't really understand what he's talking about in this paper. But he does make it sound like it's the next big thing. I'm starting to wonder if maybe you're not the dismayed spirit of Hippocrates himself. Whatever's meant to be here, this is the brilliance of this scene. We never see it. But I was assured that yes, this is what we needed. Fearless. This is the wrong way. Well, to be fair, at least in my headphones, I could not tell what direction it was supposed to be coming from. When I doubled back, it seemed like it was going the other way. Back for more, are ya? Fine by me, as long as you've got that succulent trash. You know, before when I said I'd take anything over Chef Sauer's muck, I really meant that. I have no idea what's in it, but it tastes incredibly bad. And each time I've ingested it, I felt really sick afterwards. And the meat. I don't know what it is, but it's no normal meat, I can tell you that much. How in the hell is Sauer still allowed to cook anyway? I mean, he hasn't been this bad forever. But after Erlenmeyer left, things changed. You may not be a knowledge document, but, well, I guess you effectively are. Ah, delightful. Now, what else is there? Oh yeah, Friedrich Erlenmeyer. He was the late chief doctor. Left a couple months ago after 34 long years of service. It's only been a couple months? I quite liked him, and I know I'm not the only one. Or at least, I wasn't the only one. Something's different now. I mean, have you seen a single portrait of Erlenmeyer around? Or of any former chief doctor for that matter? No, can't share the spotlight. As far as I know, it's tradition to hang a painting of each one. Together with a little note of thanks. But not anymore, apparently. You're back. And you brought the stuff I so desire. Let's see then. Have you been to the bathhouse yet? Yes, several times. No offense, but you are a little bit dirty. But I suppose I'm not in a position to judge others for their hygiene. Anyway, if you happen to stop by the bathhouse, watch out for Wolfram. He runs the aquatherapy sessions together with Nurse Astrid. He was re-employed after Erlenmeyer left, and I honestly do not understand that at all. He was fired at one point. From what I've heard, there have been abuse allegations against him. He hasn't actually been charged with anything for some reason. But he's good at talking. That much I know. So he probably talked his way out of it or something. But I just know he's a vile individual. So, yeah, keep an eye out. Alright, once again doing the room shuffle. Visited the library yet? Yeah, I don't recommend it. It's Dr. Hauser's space, and you really don't want to mess with him. I mean, he's smart and all, and has made some great medical discoveries. Doesn't change the fact that he's a condescending jerk. Just don't talk to him if you can avoid it. Oh, and there's also this thing how he doesn't like being stolen from. Understandably so, of course. But literally anything he finds around this area which looks like someone's lost it, he kinda claims. And don't you dare take it back. Yet another vile individual, I suppose. And since we now know that the game is really about various violations of the Hippocratic Oath, I guess in his case it's hoarding knowledge which can help others. Oh yeah, this is good. You know what I think about sometimes? Like, especially now that it's so apparent. What happens to people like Wolfram, Hauser, and the like? Those vile individuals we've been talking about. They must destroy themselves on a psychological level, right? Even if they don't notice it right away, it becomes obvious to others, and eventually themselves. But how far does this go? For example, could this change their physical appearance as well? Like their inner evil gets turned to the outside for everyone to see. It's almost like a punishment you'd find in mythology or something. But I don't know enough about that anyway. Oh well. It was but a weird thought I had. Just forget about it. No, I am incredibly glad to have had these conversations with you. I mean, they may not tell us much definitively, but they tell us a lot about what the game is about. There we go, treatment complete. Get 100% on your visit report. So apparently in order to get the secret achievement, what we need to do is follow you in until you tell me to take a seat. And then I need to walk out. Pardon me. We could use the secondary treatment room if you'd like. This one is not exactly inviting, is it? Let's do that then. Okay. But this is worse is the achievement. Oh my. Alright, please have a seat and we will start the procedure. Oh my god. Okay. Zip zap me, I guess. There's only one achievement left, which I believe is for feeding the trash collector the wrong garbage here. You beat him glass, and he'll actually die, which is what was being referenced on the end screen stats. And as far as I can tell, this is either bugged for everyone, or it's a massive oversight where you can only do one per playthrough, and I'm not restarting the game for that. Suffice to say, this was an amazingly original game. It was so much fun to play, and it played on a number of fears, and it used that to have some truly terrifying and just sickening imagery. It's really stressful. It's all about what's being done to you in the name of helping you. And the way this game gets its stuff across, it makes you feel it. Like, just right there with the electroshock therapy, it made us sit there. It wasn't just like a flash and then we're done. And that dental scene at the end, the way we were sitting there, helpless, framed up in that giant window with the pouring storm outside. Like I said, this game makes fantastic use of dream logic, and I'm always partial to games that feel that way. It had an excellent soundtrack, and along with the visual language of this, and the weird cast of characters that somehow seem like they aren't seeing things the same way you are, it has that dream sense that there's this huge weight on top of you, like you're at the bottom of the ocean. And the entire time, you're just trying to find a way out, and you never ever can. It's a weird and bizarre game, and yet it's so simple in that every single thing can be understood intuitively. The objectives are all incredibly simple, and from the moment you spot an enemy, you can pretty much tell everything they're about, and in a way, this game's message was conveyed by trying to understand what motivates each of these characters and what leads them to the state we find them in. But once more, that was the Heilwald Loophole, and I am so glad I came in and played this, because this is just one of the more unique experiences I've had in a while, and if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.